In over 3 decades in the film business, Christopher Walken has carved out his own turf. An offbeat and unpredictable style of malevolence that is in continual demand. Born Ronald and lovingly called Ronnie, he grew up in the borough of Queens in New York City. He studied theater from an early age and never considered the possibility of doing anything else but perform. While appearing in musicals as a chorus dancer, but before moving on to more serious roles, he made the decision to change his first name to Christopher. As a thinking person's weirdo, Walken brings an extraordinary range of pathos to his work. Aside from his natural talent for acting, he uses his physical attributes to help capture the intense emotions that his roles require. His remarkable cut-through gaze and angular looks hardly allow him to blend into the background, and Walken is not shy of playing to his strengths. He admits that offers of unsavory characters come his way more often because of his physiognomy, and yet he does not necessarily approach the evil and corrupt characters that he portrays in a conventional method.
You know, when I study a script, I read it hundreds of times. I try to read it in different ways. Sometimes I read it with an Italian accent or, you know, some crazy way. I read it like I was a cowboy, you know. And when you do that, all sorts of interesting things happen, and you just sort of say the good one.
Considering his wide range of talents, it isn't hard to believe that Christopher Walken was being considered as a lead for Star Wars over 20 years ago.
I didn't screen test. Somebody had a video camera, and it was George Lucas, and we were in somebody's apartment on the Upper West Side in New York, and, you know, when I was reading these lines, and I don't even know that I knew it was called Star Wars, but it was, I remember, Han Solo, that was it. I was reading it, I'm sure I was terrible.
Christopher Walken delivers memorable bits in 1972's The Anderson Tapes and in 1977's Annie Hall, particularly effective in the latter as Diane Keaton's creepy brother. He then appeared in a variety of films, mostly as quiet, menacing characters, but always surprising his audience with the wide range of his talent. But the role that changed his career and earned him an Oscar was the emotionally shattering portrayal of a Vietnam soldier in the 1978 stunning film, The Deer Hunter. Following his success in The Deer Hunter, Walken made a few other films that tried to tap into the intense emotions of that part. In Brainstorm, Christopher Walken, Natalie Wood, and Louise Fletcher play scientists who create a machine that enables one person to record and play one's thoughts, sensations, and emotions so they can be experienced by someone else.
I made that for you. It's a gift.
What is it?
It's me.
You may kiss the bride.
I'm crazy about you.
It's a secret. That's the girl I'm gonna marry. We blew it, didn't we?
We sure did. I didn't understand.
Nothing's changed.
In 1988, Walken starred in Neil Simon's Biloxi Blues.
I'd like you to answer when your name is called. The answer to that question is ho. Not yes, not right, Not here, not sir. Any other unacceptable form of reply except the aforementioned ho. Am I understood? Ho. Oh. Ho. Peak, David P. Ho. Jerome, Eugene M. Ho. Epstein, Arnold B.
Ho, ho.
Are there two Arnold Epsteins in this company?
No, Sergeant.
Just give me one goddamn ho.
Yes, Sergeant.
Epstein, Arnold B.
Ho.
One more time.
Ho.
Do I make myself clear, Epstein?
Ho.
Do I make myself clear, Jerome?
Ho, yes.
Ho, what?
Ho, nothing.
You having trouble understanding me, Jerome?
Ho, no. I mean no ho, Sergeant. It's just plain ho.
In The Milagro Beanfield War, directed by Robert Redford, Walken joins a top ensemble cast in a story of hard-working individuals who decide to stand up for their land.
Monaghan, you're under arrest. Cuff.
Wait a minute, what's he charged with?
Attempted murder. Unlawful flight to avoid prosecution. Let's go. I hope none of these people cause trouble. Give me 1 second.
Montana, the key?
I'm warning you people. Don't try to interfere.
We shouldn't push this. Why?
In Communion, a psychological thriller based on a true story, Christopher is perfectly cast as a writer who finds himself visited by strange creatures.
Four, falling asleep. 5, falling asleep. Whitley? Whitley, let's go back to that first time. The night of October 4th, last October 4th. What do you see?
Is that someone there? You know, I see you. I'm seeing someone there. I don't think I like this.
It's going fine.
Get out!
It's going fine.
Away! Get away! Out! Get out! Get away! Why me? What have I done? This is no good. I can't do this.
Whitley, tell me what you see.
I'm not hypnotized now, am I?
I think you just came out of it.
Christopher Walken has created some of the most complex villains in the history of modern films. In 1990, Walken played the ex-con lord to a gang of black drug dealers in King of New York.
There's somebody here to see you.
What's in the cup?
Root beer. You want some?
This There's some things I don't do. Pop, pop, pop.
Joining the Bat, the Cat, and the Penguin is mega-millionaire Max Schreck, portrayed skillfully by Christopher in Batman Returns.
We're both perceived as monsters. But somehow, you're a well-respected monster. And I am, to date, not.
Frankly, I feel it's a bum rap. I'm a businessman. Tough, yes. Shrewd, okay. But that does not make me a monster.
Don't embarrass yourself, Max. I know all about you. What you hide, I discover. What you put in your toilet, I place on my mantle. Get the picture?
What is that supposed to hypnotize me?
No, just give you a splitting headache.
It seems as if Christopher Walken's ability to pick roles that serve him best has paid off through the years. In yet another first-rate ensemble cast, Walken stands out in True Romance.
I'm getting angry asking the same question a second time. I play Vincent Ciccardi, a crime boss who's been robbed and very upset about it. That whore your boy hangs around with, a pimp, is an associate of mine. He's just pimping and other affairs. He works for me in a courier capacity. Well, apparently. The dirty little whore found out we were going to do some business because your son, the cowboy, Miss Flame, came in the room blazing and didn't stop till they were pretty sure everybody was dead.
What are you talking about?
Talking about a massacre. They snatched my narcotics. Hightailed it out of there. Would have got away with it, but your son left his driver's license in that guy's hand.
You know, I don't believe you.
He writes big pieces of dialogue, almost like a play. I've spent a lot of my life doing plays and working with big chunks of dialogue. And that's unusual in the movies. Usually in the movies, the dialogue is very terse and contained and spare. And the scene that I've just played is practically Elizabethan in its complexity and in the amount of information that gets conveyed.
That was just like the first movie.
It's Heather Locklear. There is a God.
Heather be thy name. I feel weird.
Walken has a brief yet fun appearance in Wayne's World 2.
What's it called?
It's called,
Yes!
Wow.
In Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead, Andy Garcia plays a reformed crook who agrees to stage an assault on behalf of his evil, now wheelchaired mentor, chillingly portrayed by Walken.
What do you mean you got a call on the note? I didn't take the note off for you. I took it off for New Orleans Sal.
Took it off New Orleans Sal. Who do you think New Orleans Sal took it off of?
You ain't no entrepreneur, Jimmy. Okay. I need a crew. Maybe 4. I worship you.
I'm paying 50 G's straight out. It's just an action. Split it any way you want. You want to throw these pathetic yucks from scratch? I applaud your sensitivity. For Cynthia, do it. For Cynthia. May she rest in peace. Do it. For the old days. Do it. For your fag business. Just do it.
In the captivating suspense thriller Nick of Time, Walken portrays the bad guy who asked the impossible from Johnny Depp.
Can I see some identification, sir?
Excuse me?
ID. We see some.
Come with us, sir.
I'd like to know what's going on
This
first.
cause a ruckus, sir. Not with the little girl now.
Ma'am, I can
me.
Listen. Ma'am, I'll take my daughter.
pay attention. You listening, Mr. Watson?
Yes.
This is for you. In it, there's a picture of a woman and an itinerary.
You will take this, and you will kill a woman whose picture's in there.
I will do no such thing. Yes, you will, Mr. Watson.
It's now 12:16. If the woman in the picture's alive at 1:30, I call my partner. It's the woman in the picture, or your daughter.
Oh, my God.
You're wasting time.
Please, I don't have much time. I need your help.
I'm not a bartender. I don't want to hear it.
There's a little girl in a van. She's my daughter.
What are you dragging me into?
I don't know who to trust. Everybody's involved in this thing.
I've been watching you. You go do it.
You're gonna be a hero, Daddy.
What are you gonna do?
Our security people may be involved.
I'm gonna do whatever I have to.
Hurry up.
I don't think we should go through with this. It's too late for that now.
Let's go!
You're like a worm on a hook, wiggling around, thinking you might get off.
I am honored to present Governor Eleanor Grant.
The suspense is heightened as the film unveils. In a moody 1930s gangster film called The Funeral, Walken plays the big brother to Chris Penn and Vincent Gallo. One brother must leave, one must follow, and the other must die.
When I had you brought here, I was praying. Be a man, admit it was you.
What would you have me do? Lie?
There'd be nothing new. You're lying now. You know, what is it? Stupidity? Is it greed or pride that makes people like us kill each other? We should be taking over the Ford Motor Company instead of shooting each other. But I understand what the problem is. It's people like you. You can't be trusted. You are not trustworthy. It's the flaw in a criminal character. If you did not kill the kid, who did?
I don't know so. But at this point, I almost wish I had.
This film depicts a macho world in which one must be unfeeling and conquer one's fears in order to attain manhood.
Right. Now, who's getting revenge?
Look, if I wanted revenge, Ray, I'd let you kill the son of a bitch and wait for you to burn in hell for it.
You want to get deep on it? All them Catholic scholars say everything we do depends on free choice. But at the same time, they say we need the grace of God to do what's right. Follow that genie. If I do something wrong, it's because God didn't give me the grace to do what's right.
Set in a dreary town in Texas, two Chicago gangs are at each other's throats. The Italians on one side, the Irish on the other. In Last Man Standing, Bruce Willis tries to play both sides, only to come up against Christopher Walken.
$1,000, Mr. Doyle.
Nobody's worth that much. Shot some of our guys.
Yes, I did. Once it deserved it.
Mr. Doyle thought you and him had a deal.
Somehow I had the feeling the walls were moving in on me.
Now you've been going back and forth playing both sides. Make yourself a lot of money out of all this.
One little second you think you're gonna get away free and clear. You end up paying the price.
Kill him.
No exceptions. Everybody pays the price.
Icky's coming directly for you. Don't be coming to me for help.
I'd rather tell you I quit.
Don't quit me. Nobody quits me.
Unless you're thinking about me when you're dying.
I'll be in hell waiting for you.
He's the enforcer. He's the guy who you call to fix things.
I thought you were the best.
Nah, just the best looking.
Well, he's the stranger who comes into the town, and he manages to side with both sides and to profit off both of them and drive both sides crazy.
Get $1,000 in advance.
Nobody's worth that much.
I mean, obviously, he's a force and he has to be dealt with.
In Suicide Kings, a mystery with a touch of comedy, Christopher portrays an ex-mob boss who is kidnapped by a group of kids in a haphazard attempt to pay the ransom for another kidnapping.
There's no challenge in that. That's like...
Gentlemen, keep in mind, the cards you hold in your hands are nothing but dumb luck. The difference between winning and losing is being able to read your opponents. That's why I'm still here. A number of times, the only thing kept me out of a satin box was I could size up the other guy maybe half a second quicker than he could me. In fact, as I get older, I'm starting to get different kinds of parts. The Suicide Kings. I play sort of a good guy.
He's not involved with the mob anymore. Oh, give me a f***ing break. How do you think he was able to find your sister with one phone call? One call. Coincidence?
And he's right, it's not a coincidence. I was able to contact the right people that they counted on. And it's a good thing for you that I am who I am and I do what I do and I know who I know. Otherwise, your princess would be chopped up and in the blender by now. I'll tell you something else. Even after what you did to me, I kept my part of the bargain. No more. Who do you think you're dealing with? Guess again.
In 1997, Christopher Walken portrayed a man who's out to exploit a young ex-monk who has the ability to effect miracle healings in a film called Touch.
What is going on?
Maybe this juvenile is the genuine article. What'd you think about that?
Yeah, I don't know, Bill. What if he is?
Are you curious or not?
You want to get out of the RV business, wasting your talent selling motorhomes.
You understand? I can't do a study on him. The priest there at the center knows about unifaith. So he's suspicious. Also, there's the anonymous part of Alcoholics Anonymous to deal with. These people wouldn't give you his last name. I'm wondering, how'd you like to join him for a few days?
Me? Do you know how many of these I drank? I mean, maybe 2 a week.
You can fake it. Act hungover, you know, shake a little bit.
What do you mean? Pretend like I have some kind of an ailment? Like what?
Think of something.
Well, so how do I get in? Pretend I'm an alcoholic?
Usually, there's a waiting time, unless the person comes in really bad shape.
How long?
Have a drink. Finish the bottle. What the heck? We'll get you another. Although, I think it might be quicker. Switch. Say vodka.
In Excess Baggage, a crash course in kidnapping, car theft, and other dating rituals, Walken comes to the rescue as the uncle to Alicia Silverstone, a rich, attention-seeking brat.
Miss me?
I guess. That lady don't sing. What am I supposed to do? Right, bodyguard?
Look at this place. This is really a slice of Americana.
Yeah, Rockwell should have painted it. I'm not going back with you.
Okay. But, let's talk.
Nothing to talk about.
Say, this is family business. I got business of my own. Time is money.
Vincenzo, por favor, why don't you sit over there?
Did I lay a finger on you? Did I try anything with you?
No, you didn't do any of those things.
No, thank you. Who paid for that motel room last night? Right, I did. I did.
Vincent, you're giving me a headache. Will you go sit over there?
Well, I need some peace of mind here. Right.
In the hilarious comedy Mouse Hunt, Walken delivers an altogether different performance as a professional mouse hunter.
I don't think we'll be seeing any more of that.
Walken has exhibited a seldom-seen comic ability in his later roles.
That mice. He's good.
Indeed, many of Walken's most compelling screen turns have been as evil characters